Warning, spoilies ahead.
More like awesome powers.
Dude, no way did you just do that?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
because
I bet you weren't. I bet you weren't ready for me to be slinging out them zingers.
Dude, because
I've been practicing.
awesome
Yeah.
sounds like Austin.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. How'd you
Yeah,
come
bro.
up with
Like
that?
I've been practicing. I was
Oh
practicing.
my
I'm
God.
honestly, I'm really glad you liked it because I was worried that it wasn't gonna come off the right way.
Like it? Dude, I loved it.
Wow.
Hi, welcome to Two Guys, One Film. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Dane.
And this week, for the viewer's choice, we watched Starship Troopers. This was Iggy's pick. This is Starship Troopers. Directed by Paul Verhoeven. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it. Screenplay by Edward Nemir and based off the book by Robert Heinlein. We're really good at butchering names on this show,
Seen this
folks.
movie a million bajillion times. Never read the book.
Yeah, me neither. Paul Verhoeven. He's done some good fucking movies such as RoboCop and Total Recall.
Oh.
So that's where the visceral violence really comes into this movie. You're like, oh yeah, this is
It's
very RoboCop-y, Total Recall-y, you know.
Total Recall.
Total Recall, dude. You got two of the dudes from Total Recall in it too, so
Oh yeah.
yeah. Michael Ironside, and then the guy who played the dude that had Kawato in his stomach.
Yeah.
Give me your hands. That's my Kawato impression.
Thought I was good.
You thought you were in Total Recall.
Yeah, dude. For a minute.
But you're not. You're on Two Guys, One Film.
I felt like Arnie for a sec.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But guess what? You're on Two Guys, One Film. Plot synopsis. There's bug planets. Bug planet with little bug planets around it. Start war with the world. And a bunch of kids from high school graduate, enlist into the Federation Army, whatever it's called, you know. Dumb one gets to just be on the front lines. Smart Neil Patrick Harris gets to be a scientist, and wooden acting Denise Richards gets to be a pilot. So she's good at math. So
Yeah.
but poor Rico's, I'm a dumb idiot. I don't have psychic powers. I better go shoot stuff. You know, like.
Well, he's a natural leader.
He is.
I'm gonna give him that. And you see how he played foosball? Yeah, that arena
Dude,
foosball.
flips like none other.
So I'm thinking when I was watching that scene, I'm like, is this like before like that arena football stuff?
I don't know, because that field is super small too.
Yeah.
It's not a regulation size field.
No. And then I kind of thought like, did this happen before like people started going to those? Like, was that?
I don't know. Maybe somebody's like, we should play that Starship Troopers football with the shiny Nerf space football with like little pads as possible, and we're hitting people so
and,
hard
like,
they're
really thin
flying, and
helmets.
they're flying away like they're stuntmen, just
Or
annihilating
like ridiculous acrobatics as well. You
Yeah.
can't have heavy pads if you're trying to do flips.
If you're doing
like that.
360 fucking flips like Rico is.
That must be like kind of a springy surface too.
Yeah, I mean, or he did it out in the field too, so he's just
That's true.
got strong fucking legs. Like Rico's built. He's trained.
Well, we do
for
get
flips.
to see him shirtless a few times, thankfully.
Mm-hmm.
He's shredded.
cut.
All right. Well, okay. So where we there we go.
Let's just
jumping in like we
this
do.
is Starship Troopers. I do appreciate movies that drop you in the middle and then you come back to it. I don't know why. I love that movie. It's like Mazes and Monsters earlier this season. Did the same thing where it's like, oh, we're in the middle of the movie, but then you're actually it's the beginning of the movie, it's the middle of the movie.
But the middle.
But you're seeing it from the news standpoint of view.
And you only see it from that point, really.
Yeah, which is cool. Like it's smart. It's fun. Also, people, it's a satire, so shut the fuck up. Like it's like commentary on like brainwashing people to join the military and stuff. because I love like in all their videos for like enlist today, they're like little kids and like giving kids the gun at the
They're
park, and
like
they're like,
taking
"No, I want to
handfuls of
use
bullets
it."
and
Yeah,
stuff.
like it's just like to make fun of the fact of like, hey,
Or like just that
enlist
beginning
today.
part where like they're all, "Oh, I'm doing my part," and then that
Yeah, and that
kid's
little
like, "Oh,
kid,
I'm
I'm
doing my
doing
part
my thing.
too."
Yeah. They make it look so fun, and then you go into it, and it's a horrible, shitty place.
Well, and apparently, if you do enlist, then you get all these like benefits that like a normal person doesn't get.
Yeah, like citizenship, and I mean,
Yeah.
like they do that nowadays. They give you like loan or like federal grants for school and citizenship too. So
Hmm.
not much has changed, but hey, just like hey, the only answer is through the military shooting bugs.
Yeah. It's easiest that way. It's
And to
easier,
become a
easier that
citizen,
way
like
than yeah.
what kind of citizen of what? The world, the Federation? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I know, because well, yeah, they don't really go into like the
What is
world
citizen?
politics, but
Yeah.
I assume if bugs are trying to take like over and sending like spores into space, that it's probably humans v bugs.
Yeah, I think so.
You
Which
know,
I want to
I
know.
think you could kind of maybe throw
Yeah.
your nonsense out the window to like save the human race at this point.
Yeah. Like, where did the war on bugs start? How did the war on bugs start?
That's what I was wondering.
Did we discover them or did they discover us? Because, I mean, like, they don't have the ability for, like, intergalactic travel other than they could poop shoot an asteroid towards us.
Yeah. But not even like that. Like it's like they send those into space and bump an asteroid out of their belt,
Yeah, and then just like,
and
okay,
then
knock
that
it.
is sent toward Earth, which is like, okay, well, how do they know where they're sending like that to hit? Oh, okay, well, yeah, they do have that. Spoiler alert.
The
There's
brain
a brain
bugs.
bug. But
So,
it's like,
like,
oh, wow, your brain bug can like calculate where Earth is.
it's got all the knowledge of maps from the
Because like
people that it sucks the
regardless of
brains out of,
whether who attacked who first, it
Yeah.
still would have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also been sucking people's brains out. But also, there's that part where they talk about there's these Mormons that set up a thing and they're all dead.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
so it's like, well, maybe they got information from them.
Yeah, all you need is like nav coordinates and all that kind of shit. I mean,
Yeah.
like they said, later on in the movie, they have that dude make that call, to like the distress beacon, so they could probably be like, "Hey, we need coordinates home," and they're like, "Okay, here they are," and the brain bugs, right, shoot the
Yeah.
asteroid towards that.
Right.
But anyway,
Or just like wait until they land here and we'll attack
yeah,
them.
get them. I do love how in the like propaganda movies that they like censored the cow getting torn to shreds, but like a minute later they show all those like dead, viscerated bodies at like the
Right.
Mormon thing, and I was just like, I love how that's like a play on like, oh yeah, we can like watch violence all fucking day of like human beings, but like, oh like, ugh,
No one wants to
animals,
see an
like, ugh.
animal. Everyone
Yeah,
gets
but like all these
up.
dead bodies, who gives a shit?
Yeah,
Like
if
that
it's
was
dead
just,
humans, it's fine. But if it's animal, oh, no one wants
we
to
can't
see
show
that.
that.
That's not cool.
Yeah, it's just fucking great. It's just like we censor this, and then just like literally the next scene,
Yeah, the
just,
next
like,
scene is, like, all
people's
these-
heads
yeah.
split open, like legs off and shit. And I was like, yeah.
Uh,
And so Michael Ironsides is their history teacher, some kind of teacher,
like they're
ethics, political teacher,
Yeah,
something.
some sort of politics that has to do because but it's weird. It's like it's
Government,
almost
I don't
like
know.
it's like almost philosophical in a sense because the way
Yeah.
he asks some of the questions. But it's I don't know. I don't know what the hell kind of class it is. Basically, it's
It's a
set up
think tank class.
Carmen and Johnny
Yeah.
you know.
Well, and also like
and what's her
you know,
name Diz liking him.
Yeah, the trio of them, and then Rico not really thinking for himself, but also kind of thinking for himself at the same time. Like, whoa,
Yeah.
but that's what it says in the books. But what does it mean to you, dude?
I don't know exactly stupid. Yeah, and then
Fucking idiot. And then for some reason the teacher's like, I'm gonna join the military too, and I'm gonna be a fucking badass, dude. And you're just like,
Well, I
oh.
mean, he's in Buenos Aires, so he
Yeah.
apparently survived when they attacked. Maybe that's
Well,
why
I think
he's
he was
there.
gone before because it was like a year before that. So it seems like the teacher would have like enlisted like
Well, maybe,
probably
yeah.
when the kids did.
Or
Maybe
maybe
he
he
was
just
already
came
in the
back.
military. That's
Yeah.
why his arm's gone.
Well, that's what I
my-
assumed, that he was already there.
Yeah, because like Michael Ironside really loves losing that arm. Because I don't know if you've ever seen The Machinist with Christian Bale. Spoiler alert: Michael Ironside loses that arm too. I think it's like way high up though, or maybe it's his other arm. But yeah, loses
I've
an arm
seen
in
it,
that
but
one
not
too.
for a very long time.
Yeah. So Ironside's like, I'll play a guy that's lost his arms. No
Whoa,
big
guy
deal.
lost his arm?
Sign me
I'm
up.
in. I'm into
Yeah.
that.
So they're doing their classes, and Rico's not doing good at the smart kid class. But then they go to do the biology, and he's like, doesn't give a shit. Just for some reason, haphazardly taking out
whipping
organs
out
because this is
organs.
supposed to do something. Just like,
Like, oh, is that what you're supposed to do in this class? Okay, so when I was a kid and I saw this, I was like, oh, is that what like a biology class is like? You just like
just
rip open an animal
yeah,
and start just
you start
removing guts.
grabbing shit out of it. Yeah. I'm learning. Shaking like a weird
Yeah.
stomach thing. Out of
Hey, check it out. Check it
yeah.
out.
Puke.
Nerves of
Nerves
steel.
of steel.
Huh? Gotta have nerves of steel.
I want to see where yours are. Ooh.
She just drives. She pilots like a psycho.
Yeah. And with zero fucking emotion, too. Just,
Right?
oh, I'm really good.
I'm gonna be a pilot.
Why are you so excited today? I didn't know you could tell by my great acting because I get to fly that. Oh no, let's dodge this asteroid. That was close.
The peanut that
Yeah.
they shot at them.
But like, yeah. I'll get this out of the way now. Denise Richards, horrible in this movie. Horrible.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I just want to get that out now. It's bad acting from her. Whatever. I'm not an actor, so I can't say I'm better, but Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Didn't want to. I was not rooting for you. You fucking dump Rico anyway, like
Yeah, I
over a
know.
fucking video.
Whatever.
Call,
Diz
you know?
is better.
Dude, she's way better.
and
She
way
actually loves you,
better.
dude, and she's fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
She loves you for who you are, Rico,
Yeah.
not because of it's a status thing.
Also, she's just way cooler.
Yeah, dude.
She's like she plays the cool indoor arena football. She's like a sweet teammate, you know. She's got your back.
She's badass in action,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
She's there for you. Not she's gonna dump you over the fucking video call for some
Yeah.
dope-headed dude.
I love that. Oh, hey, check out this sweet scenery. It's over.
By the way, it's over.
It's
I
better
did
for both
what
of
was
us. I
best
decided.
for both of us. Yeah.
Yeah, I decided.
Yeah.
Like, cool.
So Rico enlists in it because she was going there too. And they're at the dance or whatever, and it's like, oh, you enlisted now? My parents aren't gonna be home. It's like, oh, now we can bang because you're enlisting.
Yeah.
Before that, though, I was like, no,
I wasn't
no.
really interested because you weren't going to be a civilian like me.
Yeah. I'm gonna be a pilot.
Or, excuse me, a citizen.
Sorry. I'm gonna be a pilot.
I'm good at math.
I can't wait to fly planes. We should make a pact that all of us will stay friends forever. And then fucking Doogie Howser's like, well, the chances of us will never see each other again, so, you know, hey, fuck it.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
no,
yeah, sure. Why
he doesn't
not?
give a shit. He's like, oh, we've been friends forever, but we're never going to see each other again.
He's like the only one that like really becomes super military.
Yeah, he gets like super pale and like dark around the eyes. Like I know he's
Yeah,
probably
like-
working on some shady shit, but then like also looking like a fucking SS officer.
Yeah,
and
right.
shit. But
It's
like,
his
and then that
trench
weird
coat
like
shit.
weird subplot throwaway thing of like they're psychics, you know?
Yeah,
in
like
the
some
future.
people are psychics.
So he's like trying to connect like with Rico through his psychic powers to pick a card.
Yeah.
But apparently he can like control his ferret, but
Yeah,
not
well,
Rico because
it's-
Rico's dumb.
Yeah.
I don't know if you got that yet, but we're establishing that Rico's an idiot, even though he's just some fucking normal
he's
dude.
he's just the pretty boy,
Yeah.
rich kid dummy.
He wasn't even that dumb. He's just like,
I
I'm not
know.
good at math. I'm not good at math, but I might.
Me
be dumb,
neither.
so, yeah.
Like whatever, dude. You're squad leader. You're
You're
good
fucking
at
doing flips, dude. Rico, don't put yourself down.
yeah.
You're badass, Rico.
And then his parents getting all pissed off.
Oh, you can't go. How about we go on vacation instead?
Yeah,
Well,
you're not
I've never
going.
been there.
You're not going there. You're going on vacation.
All right.
Zegama Beach.
Sega Dreamcast Mabeach.
You're like, like why do you think I'm assuming they're like seniors in high school. Like why
They're
would you
supposed to be
assume that a senior in
seniors.
high school is like, oh, let's go on vacation with my parents?
Yeah, that sounds super fun. And it's like, I don't know.
Like no, it seems like that this like there's not really much else to do besides join the military because of what's going on with the world.
Yeah, and it's like, the military police have just become in charge, so it's like they're pretty much not giving you an option of like, hey, do you want stuff to do and have things in life? You gotta join the military.
Yeah.
Which, hey, once again,
But if you're like the
propaganda.
smart one, you're gonna fly. But if you're like
I get to be a pilot.
why are you so happy today?
Yeah, because I get to fly that. Is Denise Richards in the room? I don't know.
Oh shit.
She will be the one celebrity that watches our show, and she's just gonna be like, "Fuck you guys." I'm like, "I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
You're just not good in this movie. I'm sorry. No offense, but you're just not good in the movie.
Yeah,
It's fine. The movie's still great,
Yeah.
regardless. But whatever."
They go. He's arguing with his pups. Or
Oh
no,
yeah,
well,
and he
that's
gets
before
cut off.
prom though.
No,
When
I
he's
think it's
talking
after prom
about-
because after he bangs Denise Richards, and then it's like the next morning and they're like shipping off, and his dad's like, "You're cut off, mister. Just you bother." And so that's why he goes to the station.
Oh yeah, and
He's
his
like,
mom's like, "Oh, I just don't want you to be doing this because of some girl that looks handsome in a uniform, or
Yeah.
she's trying to look handsome in a
yeah.
uniform."
Don't talk to her about it like that, man.
I love. Don't talk about Carmen that way. God.
God, flip, mom. Shut the frick up, mom. Yeah.
Oh my
So
god.
that's why he's there with just to clothes on his back,
I'm here with everything I own.
Oh,
My dad
I'm so
cut me
sorry
off. He
that
took my
your
clothes
dad
too, apparently.
cut you off and you just ran away. I'm so sad for you.
It's cool. The army will give me everything I need.
Including a brain.
Yeah.
So she ships off in that crazy DIA hypertube.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's funny because it like lurches a little bit and then.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
like, how
like-
did they not fall after that second blast?
Yeah. Well, I do gotta say though, I want to talk about the effects real quick. Is like, they're still pretty good.
I was thinking the same thing. Like to
Like-
most of that, it's like, wow, this actually holds up pretty well.
Yeah, I think I mean, Total Recall still holds up, and like RoboCop still holds up, but that's because it's also like a lot of practical effects. But with like they did that in this one is like when you needed like a practical prop of like the bug leg, or like they had the giant brain bug face that they actually made, like it. I don't know, it brings you
like
in
when
the
you had
movie
to be
more.
like close up. They used
Yeah.
a prop, and far away they could get away with the. It's awesome. They did a really cool job. Yes, it was.
And
awesome.
like the CGI doesn't look that bad, because
Yeah.
like those bugs are in like broad daylight, and I'm like, that doesn't look too bad. I thought that would look like a PC game from like fucking like
back
2000s,
like what we were talking about, that like when they're trying to get picked up from that outpost and they look over the edge and like all of those bugs are coming, like that
Yeah.
looks
It still looks good.
like, I was watching, I'm like, that's fucking terrifying. God, that would suck to be on like
Yeah.
out there. And I'm like, man, that actually looks really good for
Yeah,
me to
so,
think
like-
that, like, wow, like
It holds up. Like even like the spaceship stuff out, like that still looks pretty good. Still holds up pretty well. So I mean, like, graphics still hold up. I like it. It's great.
all right. So he goes
They're
boot camp.
To boot camp. You got Clancy Brown as your fucking drill sergeant. I'd be scared immediately. I'm like, Mr. Krabs, no. But what I love about apparently future military, or maybe it's just Clancy Brown, he has like zero regard for like hurting people, because I guess the medical facilities in the future are like, yeah, we could fix a broken arm. He's just like, just snaps that.
Yeah, I'm
dude's
just like,
fucking
whoa.
arm. Like the guy's like, I think it's broken, sir. I'm like, yeah, no shit. Like the
I like how
bone
he
is protruding.
Waits for
Yeah.
him to say that. Then he's like, medic.
Yeah, bones protruding out. I think
Yeah.
it's broken, sir. Yeah, no shit, little dummy. Like, come
I
on.
don't know. You're fine. Get up.
It's that cool like liquid blue water cast later on too, because it's the future. But
Well, how else would you? You need a liquid goo
yeah,
to heal your
warm
bones.
liquid goo,
Heal your bones.
your bones. Like, and then apparently in the future, I don't know if the military is this like lax and easygoing, but you can just like easily transfer yourself certain places because that's what Diz does. She's like, "Oh, I transferred here because Rico's here,"
See, and
but
that's what makes me think that there's like this big world order because you can also just kind of, oh, well, I'm not cut out for this.
and
Bye
yeah, I'm like,
bye.
I don't think you could
So
just
like
leave.
again, like I think like the military is just a big part of, and pretty much mostly everybody goes probably unless there's like something really wrong with you
Yeah,
or you experience what like some of
or
those
you're
people that
rich.
left for. Yeah.
Yeah, so like, yeah, because then even the flight guy that's with Denise Richards, he's like, "Oh, I saw your name on the thing and made sure that I was the flight, commander on this ship." I'm like, is it just that easy to be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go work with that one because I saw her name's
Well,
on there."
if you're a high enough rank, but then again, if it's like that
Diz
seems
was like
like
a
it's
private.
the job, That's
Yeah,
like like in our reality, retail is the job, And
you don't get
like
a choice in that shit.
yeah, that's pretty much, it's a really easy job to get.
Yeah,
That's what the military. It's like in the like I guess in this reality, it's like military or like you said, you're rich
yeah,
or you probably just have a crappy
regular
job.
job, and you're like,
Yeah.
"I'm not gonna be a citizen. I don't want to join the fucking military. I'm
You
good.
don't want to fight bugs and die.
I want to be a citizen."
I don't know.
What's your
What else are the
malfunction?
Yeah,
Huh?
what's your
What's your malfunction, Rico?
yeah.
That's
I
said a
know.
few times, right? Like people say, "What's your malfunction, man?"
Well, if you're in the military, you have to say it like that.
What's your malfunction,
You can't be like,
Rico?
"What's your problem?" Be like, "What's your malfunction?" This
What's
is
your
the
major
military.
malfunction, brother?
Yeah, and if
Like
someone
you
says
think I joined
problem,
just
then
to
you're
be
like,
with
"Excuse
you?
me,
What's your
malfunction to
malfunction?
you."
We don't say problem, we say malfunction
Yeah,
because we're like robots,
yeah, we're like machines.
right?
I mean, I guess I get it.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It just sounds cooler than "What's your problem, bro?"
Yeah,
What's
what's
your
your
major malfunction,
malfunction?
huh? Oh yeah, and Little Busey's in this movie.
Oh yeah, baby Buse.
Baby Buse is in it. And he's what's cool is like you think he's gonna be like Rico's antagonist the entire movie, and they're gonna be like friends at the end. But it's like that scene of him cutting line. He's like, "Everyone needs a friend like me," and then just puts down like the Waldorf salad or
Yeah.
fucking like beans, whatever the fuck it was, and then it's like, no, they're friends after that.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, they have like that little rivalry,
And then he
but it's
pushes him
never
in.
like, I'm better than
And
you.
even
But it's
later
like,
on in that scene when he goes and like sits down and Diz like, "Oh, can I sit with you?" And he's like, "No."
no.
The other guy just comes and sits down. He's like, "Hey."
Yeah, yeah, and it's cool. Like they didn't do that like stupid like I'm better than
Lame
you, and then at the end we're
rivalry
like,
and shit.
but we're brothers in the end. No, they just
Because
became
even
friends.
when like everybody kind of just is friends, like
Yeah,
everybody, like regardless of him acting like a turd, like in that
they're
like one
friends.
minute, they all
Yeah,
become friends.
yeah,
And like, because well, when he's doing his video recording at Carmen,
yeah. He's all
they're all
playing
showing
violin
their
in the back, and
asses
they're all
and
like,
playing
yeah,
violin and stuff.
they're all just having a good time. Good
Yeah,
old natured ribbon going on. Carmen shows up on the flight deck, super jazzed, as you can tell,
uh, uh,
and
always.
like is showing off like backing the ship out, detaches the hoses at last second because that's cool.
Like, oh, my instructors could never keep up, and I'm like thinking, yeah, well, you're not fucking around. Like this is like the
Yeah.
actual ship.
And what do you mean by keep up? Like that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people on this ship. Don't fuck around, dude.
Like I'm surprised that you're here talking like that. Like
Yeah. And
I
then the
was
captain
I
in the
was
back
just
like,
crazy.
"Oh, you.
Yeah.
Oh, you got so close to hitting the ship against that thing. Oh, you.
Yeah.
You rapscallion."
And what happens if I mess up? They pull rank. Like for me too.
"Oh, I guess so your career's in my hands."
Cool. I'm gonna still drive like a crazy weirdo.
And so like then they activate the warp, right?
Yeah.
And he starts counting down, and the computer's also counting down. So it's like, dude, why are you counting out
Yeah, but
loud
then he
too?
stops counting down because he says like
5,
what?
4, ready to go, go, or whatever he says. I don't know, like something weird, like buckle
Something.
up, get going,
Hang on
and
to your butts.
go.
Here we go.
And they all literally warp.
Yep.
That's fucking great.
And then is Johnny
Oh yeah,
still
they're
in
playing.
training at that
Yeah,
point?
they're doing laser tag, and they're doing the
That's
one
a
to get like
sweet laser tag.
yeah, like you actually start getting shocked, and you can see visible lasers.
But the only thing I was thinking is like, what happens if one of those lasers like hits you in the face?
I think they're just like lights, but you have to see them,
Yeah,
because
well,
it's
to
only
know.
like shocking them,
Yeah.
So like, yeah, maybe it'll blind you, but hey, you can just get a cool robot eye. They
Oh
give you
yeah.
a blue
Well.
water contact to make your eye feel better. And like, but yeah, that's when they do the cool football move where he does a cool fucking 360 spin and annihilates all those dudes
And
and
then
picks up
and then
two
he picks up
guns.
2 guns.
And then he gets a promotion.
Yep. Squad leader.
I couldn't have done it without you, Diz. Friends?
Yeah. Friends. That's what she wants.
Friends? Let's just say it again.
There's
We're only friends.
there's a few spots in this where it's just like, oh, like where Johnny's telling Carmen, I love you, and she's like, just looks at him.
You
Try it
can
on for
say
size.
it back. Yeah.
I love
I
you.
love you too.
So love you. Right? Love you.
And then poor Diz later does. He's like, I love you, Johnny. And she's just like, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
You can,
know.
you can say it too. I know I could, but so then they do what do they do, like live fire training where they just shoot bullets at green foam things that come out of the
Yeah.
ground.
Yeah.
And then that's when one of my favorite ever since I was a kid.
Great
I
death
don't know
scene.
why. Just like, like the way the head just like
Just like, yeah.
it's such a good headshot scene.
It is. It really is.
And like it's great. The visceral. It's not like super over the top, but yeah, just like head like elongates
Yeah.
because it explodes. It's great.
good.
Guy gets shot in the head because he had a helmet malfunction.
There's another malfunction right there.
Medic.
Yeah, it'll patch him right up,
Yeah, we're good. Just like put a blue water, like a fishbowl around his head with the blue water in it. And just let him.
Or
I'm
they
soaking
could,
it for a while.
they could do what they do with Johnny later on.
Yeah,
And
3D
man, all
print
he
him
gets is a
some
stab in
muscle.
the friggin' leg.
Yeah, and brains are a little harder to stitch together, I guess.
Why in the future? Why?
The back to tank wasn't quite ready yet.
I guess.
Surprised you didn't do like the
Right.
twitching, like the Luke
And wake up and
Skywalker
be like,
thing. Oh, I was pulling
See,
that air tube out of your throat.
I thought to myself, like, why didn't they have it over his nose too? Like, that'd be torture to have to lay there
Yeah,
and
'cause then you, like,
not breathe
would it-
through your nose, like knowing
Yeah.
that you just can't because you could drown.
And like 3 more days. Like, how long was he in there to begin with? Then
I know I'd be like, oh crap, I have to be awake for this shit.
Can I have my head out of the water
Yeah.
and just be sitting in like a bathtub?
Yeah, why that
like,
thing sews up my leg or whatever.
Yeah, why do
Seriously.
I have to be in this? Why does my whole body have to be in this?
Yeah, shh. They put him down.
You're asking too many questions, dummy.
Yeah, just be quiet and
Yeah.
heal up. Like they just did it because they were sick of people asking questions.
Put him in the tank. Shut up.
So make you heal a lot faster.
Yeah. If you're quiet.
Yeah. You're saving
like-
energy.
Then Dean Norris, who is a professional at playing somebody in law enforcement, I feel bad because that lady that shot him gets kicked out and leaves, but they're like,
Well, I don't think she
let's
gets
just-
kicked out. I think she
I
just
think she
leaves.
probably leaves, yeah. Down like loser alley or whatever they call it, quitter alley.
Yeah, dumb, stupid,
Dumb,
piece
stupid
of shit.
alley. If you're a dumb piece of shit and you're walking down that alley, you're nothing.
Yeah, you're nothing.
But like,
Never be a citizen.
yeah, then they just give him like 10 lashes. I was always like hoping that it'd be like a laser whip, like it'd be a lot
Right.
cooler if it was like a laser whip.
It's like it whips you, it cuts you open, but it also heals your cut right away.
Yeah, it cauterizes you. With the laser whip. Bite down
And
on this, son. It helps.
And then I thought,
know.
I know, and I'm like, wait, is this the same one you used? And also, how
Yeah.
many times has this been used? Does this
And what
is
is
this
it?
passed down?
What is it wrapped around? Is it like cork? Is it
When
like,
I was a
what are these,
kid,
like
it-
cords? It just looked like a thread thing, like like a spool.
To me, it always looked like when, as a kid, it always looked like cinnamon, like with
Here.
something wrapped around it. And I thought,
Yeah.
like,
Bite down on this cinnamon stick. It'll help.
Crunch.
The pain in your mouth will distract you from the giant lacerations on your back
Yeah.
as you consume raw cinnamon.
Yeah. You won't even be thinking about it.
No. Oh yeah, so yeah, she dodges the asteroid that the bugs sent
Oh yeah, the
and
big peanut
knocks off
asteroid.
the top of it, which I guess was the communications thing, since they weren't able to
Well,
send like.
that and I'm thinking like
Was there anybody up
they're
there?
like all yeah, they're all stoked about it like, "Oh, we made it. We're alive." And then I thought, "Well, what
Yeah,
about the people in that thing?"
that's just where we keep our luggage.
Oh, okay, good because I thought there were people in there and now
And like,
they're
yeah, oops, oh
screwed.
well. And then like the captain is so lax about the situation. She's like, "All right, let's get a message to say that's comes like, oh, our comms are down. Okay, well, at least we're alive because of some great piloting."
Yeah,
It's like, no, this
everybody,
is a
let's
serious fucking situation. That's heading to Earth, and you're just like, great piloting,
yeah.
guys. I know, I'm a great pilot. But then good old Rico's on the phone, the video phone with his
Yeah.
parents.
Oh,
As it
good
gets
old
darker.
AT&T because it'll exist forever.
Never gonna get rid of AT&T,
It's
Verizon, all that done in the
it's always in
future.
every movie. Like when there's like a phone company to be displayed, it's always AT&T.
They got
It's
the
gonna
rights for
last
all
forever.
phones, dude. They're the originals. I feel like an asteroid of that size would have demolished far more than just Buenos Aires. That's it. Like that was huge,
Yeah.
and that would have just annihilated like just half of that continent, just like done.
Also,
And
like
definitely had some global devastation as well. You
what
know,
about the like isn't there supposed to be like something sitting there in front of Earth to like shoot those?
I think that
Like
was
a
after
system?
the fact because like or maybe because they haven't sent asteroids before, have they? No, they
Yeah,
have,
they
right?
have.
Like because the
Yeah.
beginning they were showing like the defense, but that was like of what happened a year later because it also shows like Rico and them on the battlefield. So did we make those defense systems after
Maybe.
that first asteroid fell
If
on
that's the case,
Earth?
those went up quick.
They were like, we had them ready, but we just didn't think we needed them. We didn't think
Yeah.
the bugs were smart enough. Oh well.
They were sitting there. But we
Yeah.
just had an asteroid just goes flying by. Oh,
Yeah.
man, I guess
Oh
we should have
man.
had that going.
They hit us.
But then like why the hell would they even have it there if they like
Yeah. I don't know. It seems like the government dropped the ball on that one. Like they dropped the ball later on when they're, first storming, D-Day of Bug Planet.
yeah.
And they're like, don't worry, the blue plasma things are just plasma. Don't worry about it. And just starts annihilating him. It's like, "Ooh, whoops. I
Yeah.
guess I'll resign."
Oh. Anyway, Rico's gotten
Ast-
whipped. He's walking out.
he's quitting. Asteroid hits Buenos Aires. Buenos Aires is wiped off the face of the earth. And then he's allowed back in because
Yeah.
Dean Norris is like, I'll turn a blind eye. Well,
Yeah,
Clancy goes, "Is
literally
this
I'm
your
just gonna turn
signature?"
around.
Doesn't look like it to me. Wee-haw!
Then he gets to join back up.
Yep.
We're going to war.
Yeah! And then they all get matching tattoos
Yep.
with lasers.
With the
Laser
cool like
tattoos.
laser tattoo. It's
Yeah.
cool.
I'd get a laser tattoo. Probably be a lot easier. I'm sure it's painful as fuck, but all tattoos are.
Yeah.
But laser me. And then pour fucking alcohol straight on it afterwards.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Ooh.
This will make it feel better. Ah. Thanks, Busey. Yeah, Baby Buse gets a promotion. He gets to be squad leader.
Yep.
So then it's D-Day, and they do the D-Day drop at nighttime. Perfect time to fight bugs,
Of course.
in the dark while they're
Yeah.
shooting
It
big
was
old.
like I know I was thinking about that. I'm like, are you trying to like surprise them? They're bugs, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Bugs go to sleep.
yeah. We'll catch them when they're sleeping in bed.
Their little nightgowns on and their little sleepy caps, holding their candles, and they're like, "What's this?" And they're
Yeah.
bah, 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 like they're fucking bugs. Like
Yeah.
they're
I
just
wasn't
dumb old bugs. Are they
Yeah.
though?
I think that's why everything went so bad the first time because they thought
Because
they
we
were
all
just
think
dumb
they
old
were
bugs.
dumb.
And then so were we like kind of getting introduced at the beginning? Like was the war with them just starting
No,
or
I think there's always been that conflict. because we've been going over there.
Hmm.
But since they finally did a big strike with an asteroid and, decimated a population, they're like, all right, now we're really going to war.
Yeah.
We're on our way over there with a whole bunch of dudes
Yeah.
and ladies, a whole bunch of people.
Yeah. Like all kind, like a huge invasion force. Like,
You guys are donezo.
yep,
And then we
going
forgot
down.
your bugs and that you reproduce a lot. And
Yeah.
there are a lot of you. And we're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Fucking
Whoops.
Doogie says it later on of like, we are way outnumbered. It's like, yeah, no shit, they're bugs. You know how many fucking ants there are on Earth, dude? And you're trying to tell me that you think that a planet full of bugs doesn't have a shitload of bugs? Like, look it up. Look how many ants
Yeah,
are
and
on
you're not
Earth.
going, and you're just going at it with like guns like that.
We'll be able to take them.
Like,
Oh
what's the
yeah, we
point of
got this.
ground troops in the first place? Like,
Just let's fucking nuke it.
yeah,
I don't mean to sound like that dude, but like,
there's no
get
people
your
there.
big,
You're not like
get your
fighting
big boot
people.
on. Yeah, get your big slipper out. Smack that spider on the wall
Right?
and just annihilate that planet.
Yeah.
Done.
That's what they keep talking about anyway.
nuke it.
Just got to
Like,
take
well,
out the
then do
whole
it.
planet. Just take out
Then
the whole
do
planet.
it.
Then do it.
Death Star it. Fucking blow that shit up, dude.
Yeah, why are we like why are we bothering sending a bunch of people there to their deaths? Like what's the point? Why do we need to find a brain bug?
And like, cause they didn't even know it exists the first time.
Yeah.
They just like found out later on. But like, so our strategy is go down there and shoot a bunch of bugs, and the bugs are gonna be like, we give.
Yeah,
It's like, dude, they're fucking bugs,
they're
man.
bugs.
They're just doing what they're told, and you think
they,
that just like,
seriously, like the first time they go there, they should have realized the intelligence of it. It's
yeah,
bugs. Like they're
and they're
coming
like,
at you
oh
because they're like
shit,
carnivorous fucking bugs, you know? Look
yeah,
how big they are. You're little.
and they're tearing you apart. And there was the bravest cameraman in the world,
Seriously.
just filming that dude, and the correspondent getting ripped in half, and he's still filming it. And then
Yeah.
Rico's there, and then he's still filming Rico, and he's next to it. And then the guy gets like split in half too, and I'm like, that's
Yeah.
a good cameraman. He's like all for the love
I know.
of the game.
Right on everything the whole time.
Never shake the camera, be as still as possible, and best
Yeah, I
cameraman until
love
the
that.
day he died.
I love that because like when that guy's gets picked up, he just gets
He's just
right
like,
up underneath it.
oh yeah, good, this would be a good shot, man. I applaud you, sir. I
Like
applaud
it was
you.
a good shot.
Yeah,
It was.
well done.
Rest in peace,
Get outta
cameraman.
here.
Get out of here now.
Yeah.
I like how you get to see that twice.
Yeah, that's cool from a different angle, and the poor other kid gets just fucking annihilated.
Also,
when
like
I'm gonna be a writer.
right in the beginning, when they're showing that like propaganda footage, like they use like parts from the movie.
Oh yeah,
Like
that's right.
I
'Cause
was like
that-
watching, I was like, oh hey, that like happens later on in the movie.
Yeah, which confused me because I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm watching Starship Troopers, not Starship Troopers 2, right? Because I was like, maybe I just don't remember the beginning of this movie. I'm like, but they're recapping it like this is the second movie, and they're showing you what the first movie was. I'm like, did I just rent the wrong one? I was like,
I think it's
oh,
supposed
okay.
to be like you're not supposed to notice that really. I think it's supposed to be just like a quick because I mean they're
And
really
maybe that
quick
takes
scenes.
place, yeah, and then like, that news correspondence thing takes place present day, so
Yeah.
to say, because the events before that were like, well, a year prior, and then we catch up to present day. So yeah, they'd have that footage. But it was very like, am I watching the wrong movie? Because I don't remember this. I don't want to watch 2. I don't think Rico's in 2. He's in 3.
Yeah,
and
he's
the
in 3.
other ones, but they're dropping down, getting annihilated. Baby Buse freezes under the pressure of what to do.
Oh yeah, because he's squad leader.
And he doesn't know what to do, so Rico's like, just fucking shoot him! And then he gets pierced in the leg. And then, for some reason, Cameron survives that crash, which, like, they get engulfed in flames.
Yeah.
Because, like, they fall through the blue thing, so it's like, oh, they're dead. When you initially watch it, and then you come back, Cabin's fine, all she has is, like, a cutter in her eyebrow.
Yeah.
I was like, I saw you get surrounded by flames.
It was just
And
a
you're just
light.
like,
It was a light flame though.
It was, yeah, it didn't even singe us. It just hurt my eyebrow. And I was like, how the fuck did you survive that?
Well, you see their ship is pretty banged up.
Yeah. Oh, I got a
But
boo
still,
boo, but
yeah,
like
it's just like a
they
it's yeah,
fly
just
through it and then just
whoosh.
like fire all around them, and I'm just like, they're dead.
Maybe we just don't understand the physics of space.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been looking into that. She had plot armor on, is what she had.
Yeah.
Um, so then she finds out Rico's dead. Apparently, he was killed in action, even though they're fixing him up. So they know he's alive, but they have him listed as killed in action. Oh, wait.
Somebody fucked up somewhere.
Once again, military is just on point in this movie. Paperwork is getting done really well.
So good.
But, like, that gives her zero guilt for wanting to bang her co-pilot. Like, oh, Rico's dead. Yes. And then,
Yeah.
oh no.
And then she runs off all
Yep.
sad. Sad.
Yep. He's in his back to tank, and Diz dirties the glass by putting her lips all over it. I'm like, now that scientist is like, over
Then he
there,
comes out and he's still just like
watches it.
friends. Friends.
Friends, yeah. Friends, right? We're friends.
We're just
That's when
friends.
she pinches the air tube at that point,
Yeah.
like, don't you fucking give me friends. They get sent to the Roughnecks, which then you find out is Michael Ironside's group. Which, why does he only get a robot arm when he's in the military? Does he not want one? He's a teacher?
I know, right?
Is it like too threatening to be a teacher and have a robot arm?
I don't think so. I feel like you'd be able to
Or
get
maybe
more
because,
stuff done.
yeah,
He's
maybe
just trying to
he can't
put-
afford it until he like goes back to the military. He has at least. He can only use it when he's in
Yeah,
action.
when he's in action.
in service
Yeah.
to the military. You can use this arm, but only when you're in service.
Oh, they should have
But I
collected
like-
it off his body. They
Yeah.
shot him. And I gotta take that back. Just-
Yep, sorry. Well, once the war's over, we can go back and take it off of him. But like, there was a moment where like, I don't remember where it happened, but it was in that area where like, Rico was asking Baby Busey of like, oh, because Rico gets that promotion, and he's like, I need like a second in command or whatever, and Baby
yeah,
Busey's like, oh, I've been there and done that. I fucked it up. I'm just here to fight. I'm like, dude, what like humility? That's so
Yeah, right.
fucking cool to be like, no, man, I fucked it up. I blew it. And I was like, dude, that's cool character development.
All right, I
Nice.
guess my second choice. Diz, you're it.
Yeah. My friend over here will do it.
Yeah. We're such good friends. Did she
Friends,
tell you
right?
how we're like friends and we shook on it?
Oh, dude, we're friends. This is my friend over here, guys.
Yeah, did I ever introduce you to my friend Diz?
My second friend in command.
Yeah.
So yeah, then they do, because Michael Ironside's got one rule: everybody fights, and if not, I'll shoot you or something.
nobody
Although
quits.
it's two rules technically. Everybody fights, nobody quits, or I'll shoot you myself. I
Yeah.
feel like that's two rules.
Yeah.
But then they go do an assault because finally the military is smart. And I was like, we should probably learn about the bugs before we kind of go after them. So then Doogie Howser's showing you, shoot for the stem because, they're still 80% effective if you blow off a limb.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I do not have the time to assess the situation when I've got 10 of them coming after me. Like, aim for the stem. I'm just
It's
going
like
to
I'm
fucking
just
do
gonna
what they're
start
doing.
like
and it's
spraying
just-
bullets, you know?
yeah,
Like-
and just start knocking them to pieces because, like, I'm not going to have one behind a cage like you and your fucking comfort job.
yeah, let me just slowly
Pa, 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 pa.
line this up here.
Yeah, all the Marines will be able to do that, right? They'll just be out in the field like, oh, got it. It's like,
one
I'm
bullet
being
each,
fucking
you know?
swarmed, dude.
Yeah.
But I like the way that they do it. Is like they just start like spraying bullets and like walking slowly towards them. Like that's
Yeah,
fucking
like
cool.
rounding
pushing
them up
back,
into like a-
yeah. And Rico saves the day by being a fucking badass, dude. Jumping up on a beetle, blowing a hole in it, throwing it into the fucking sweet potato pie,
Yeah.
grenading that thing, and just blows
Exploding
it.
it. All sorts of
Explodes.
hard. Well, like what the like so they don't have any guts. Those bugs don't have guts, but the little ones have guts.
Yeah, I mean
The rest of
they
them
might
have
have.
like
I
a
don't
goo.
know.
They're
Yeah,
filled with an orange or green goo.
I feel like the weird soldier scarabee bugs probably have all their like organs in the central area, for like
Yeah.
protectiveness, but like nothing in the outer parts. But like the big beetle bug, the big bag Beetleborg, I feel like his is all in the middle part, and they just blew up his butt part. You know,
His thorax,
His thorax has got all the juice in it.
that
That's why
delicious
it's orange.
juice.
The delicious tang is in his butt, his thorax, and he lights it on fire and it turns into napalm.
Like that's scary. Holy shit.
I burnt that. Like they don't show that lady again. The one who
Well,
like gets her arm burnt. Like
well, she gets her arm melted off.
yeah,
Like,
but like I was wondering if they were gonna show her again with like a metal arm or something.
see, that would
Like,
have been cool if she came back with like a metal arm.
yeah.
Like, I don't know. That might be a pretty traumatic experience, though, getting
like,
your
I'm
arm
done.
melted off.
I'm
Yeah, I'm
good.
done. I'm done.
I know that he saves all of us, but I'm done, dude. I'm good. So then they do their job. They start nuking bug holes, and they get to party. And for some reason, in the entertainment case, is a violin
Yeah. And it's got built-in amp and effects.
effects. And for some reason, Gary Baby Busey knows how to play violin. We've established that in the beginning, and then he's just fucking
Oh,
rocking
hey,
for
they have a
everybody.
violin. Sweet.
Oh, this awesome green fucking violin.
Right?
Future
if-
violin.
Does anybody know in real life, can Baby Buse play violin?
Yeah. Do you know how to actually play violin?
That'd be really cool if you did.
Alex Busey, something your name? I don't know. We like to refer to you as Baby Busey, not in like a bad way.
No.
Just your Baby
Yeah,
Busey,
you're Baby Busey.
and that's cool.
Yeah. Because you're awesome in this. This was a very...
Yeah.
I'm not going to call it a Baby Buse flick. It's not like he was...
You're the main guy, but you're in it, and it's
He was
good.
more main. He was more main character in that movie Tomcats. I don't know if you ever saw that.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. So that's a good Baby Buse movie.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh
They're
yeah. So
rocking.
they're rocking.
She wants to dance with Rico, and he's like, "Do you have to pull rank here?"
He has to be a turd about it. You know, but he
friend.
apparently does whatever what's his name says. Oh, here, let
yeah.
me just give you some advice. Don't be a
Never
don't be
pass up a good thing. Thanks, Teach.
yeah.
Okay,
I guess I will go and bang her then. Like,
You're right. I should probably show affection to the one person that actually shows affection back towards me and wants to
Yeah.
be me with me because I'm a good human being and who loves me for who I am. You're right. Maybe I should start treating that person with fucking respect.
no, he'd rather pine over Carmen still.
Oh, a girl that wasn't interested in me. I want Carmen.
But then he finally does get with her. But it still doesn't feel like it still just feels so like, all right, well, the boss told me it was cool, so cool.
And you're like the only one around and you're pretty cool. You're nice and pretty, whatever, you know.
I guess it's cool.
Yeah.
I guess.
He also lets us finish because he's like, hey, we got to go to headquarters.
Who is that? Who's in there?
Make it 20 minutes. I'm surprised he didn't like look through the vent
Yeah.
a little bit.
And he just leaves it open. I would have gotten
yeah.
it open like
Close it, please, sir.
yeah.
Nope. Everyone gets to watch.
Yeah. 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Now do it.
The Rico also is like way too happy when people die and he gets a promotion.
Right?
Because they're going through that canyon again because they're off doing the mission where they like find the distress beacon or whatever. And then suddenly there's flying bugs, which was like, oh, okay. And that dude gets grabbed, you know, taken up to the nest, and he gets put down. He's like, I'd expect any of you to do the same to me. Rico, you're my second now. And he's just like, nice. It's like, dude, that dude
Yeah, like,
fucking
that
died.
guy
And you're just like,
just-
finally, I got a promotion again. It's like, you're moving up the ranks fast. And you're like,
Yeah,
all
you
these
gotta
people
do
are dying around.
yes. Your group just has to die off, and then that's how you get a promotion.
And
Well,
I'm
quick
reaping all the
promotions.
benefits.
But yeah, he always gets this like little smirk on his face every time he gets a promotion after somebody dies.
I'm doing a good job. No, you're just surviving. And everyone else is dying. And you're luckily the man standing next to him. So he's like, you're promoted. He's like, yeah.
Like, well, I mean, it was kind of even like the lieutenant's fault at that point. Get up on those rocks and
Yeah.
get a better signal.
Yeah, higher ground, you know. Hey, whatever. Oops, we didn't know there was flying ones. Well, Rico, you're in charge now.
Yeah, get up on
You're
those
my
rocks.
second. Yeah. No, sir. You do what I say. You're the man for the job unless I find someone better or you die.
Yeah.
One of the two. And they go to the center and everyone's dead. And there's a big hole in the ground where they came up from. And then they find the guy with his head all sucked out.
Yeah, isn't there like a few? Well, Rico finds that like that one of those like scarab looking bugs.
Yeah, that he took apart, and he's like, what is this thing doing here? And then you find out later it's to carry the big old fat brain bug
Yeah.
around, which was fucking cool. I was like, oh, that's pretty neat. All right, but then
Yeah.
yeah, like the guy that was the communications dude had his head sucked out. Michael Ironside's like
Yeah.
robot finger in it.
Yeah, and I'm
He's
like, oh,
"There's
why
nothing in
did it?
there."
Was that? Did you have to?
But what
I had
was
to make sure
cool,
there really wasn't any brain in there.
yeah, looks like a bug was in his head, sir. And then they see the guy from Total Recall, and he was hiding. I thought he was like, when I first had seen this, I thought his head was gonna explode because he had like a bug in it because he's acting all weird.
Yeah.
You know, he's like,
Yeah.
because they get in your head, man. He's like, I can't. He wants to put a bullet in me. I was like, oh, he's got one in his head. And no, he's just a fucking wiener
Yeah.
weirdo. So
He's just all scared.
yeah, when he gets fucking annihilated and like Rico and Baby Busey are just like, and they just laugh about it. I was like, that was
Basically,
fucking
I was like,
great. Just like,
well-
oh, it was fucking cool. Just like thing lands on him, just like limbs, just
Just like a splat of blood on.
fucking demolished. Dude.
Well, it's just like, oh well, he's not doing anything anyway, and he's just sitting
Yeah.
there freaking out.
I was like, oh no, he's dead. Darn.
Yeah, whoops.
It was fucking great. But yeah, that's also like it bothers me in other movies, but it didn't bother me in this because it's just like I don't want to say a silly movie, but it's not like grounded in a reality, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But like they're just spraying fucking bullets, and like this is the only time you see them ever replace like ammo in a mag.
Yeah.
Is in that scene. But other than that, like everyone's just fucking spraying them and like never having to like, so it's like an infinite ammo cheat did not bother me once. I was just like, cool, this is really awesome.
Well, that's how it would work, dude.
Yeah, when you're fighting bugs, you just get infinite ammo.
Yeah. Do you
But,
think
like,
who would be
in
any
other
other
movies,
way?
I'm like, God, this is so fucking dumb. Like, they just have like infinite ammo, and this I'm like, yeah, fucking get them, dudes. Yeah, bugs. Like, I don't know why it's like different in this movie where I'm like, it's more plausible, whatever.
But all right, so they're
Getting attacked.
getting attacked. Now
'Cause
that's
it
when
was a
they like
trap.
look over that edge, and there's just like a shitload of them.
Yeah, coming. Yeah, like, and they get a pilot. He's like, send in your craziest pilot. Turns out to be Cameron.
Like the only thing I could think of when they're like, yeah, and make sure they're like super crazy. Send in the craziest one. I was just like,
I'm a crazy pilot.
I'm the craziest of pilots.
When dudes like are getting decapitated left and right, that's just so fucking great. This one's like flying by and just like, there's like heads lopping off and like arms and heads lopping off and like.
Like
my-
I love it
one
when
of-
they'd grab like when the bugs would grab somebody and just like whip them into the other bugs.
The fucking greatest one to me is when the dude like goes to jump off the ledge and that one just grabs him midair.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, huh! That's like my favorite
The rest of the
one.
guys go down, and he's just like it's suspended.
Yeah, yeah. Just grabs him mid fucking air. I love it. Yeah, those heads getting sliced were just like fucking great.
They get there, they're picking them up. Oh, and that's when Diz throws the grenade in that bug's mouth. That's a good
Dude,
shot.
because she played football. She played metal ball,
Yeah.
space ball, whatever it's called.
Space football.
Just like right in it. But that was after unfortunate demise of Michael Ironside,
Yeah.
who fell in that hole and got his legs chopped off, which he could have survived.
That's
but
what
he
I
was
thought.
like,
I'm
"You
like,
know
why
what
don't
you
you just
gotta
get some
do."
metal legs? I would have been like, dude, why don't I just like take you on the ship
Yeah.
and you get new
You
replacement
know
legs?
what to do, Rico. You know what to do.
It's
You're like, yeah, but I don't
you're
think you're
fine.
gonna bleed out, man. I think
Sir, like there's the ship's right here. We'll just drag you on.
no, you know what to do.
You know what to do.
It's like, no, sir, I think we'll just
Think
get
you
you knocked out. It's like,
No, you know what to do.
Well, like Rico just does whatever that guy says.
because that's what makes him a good soldier, you know? Follows
Yeah.
orders from people that he admires and who taught him things.
Yeah,
Shoots him in the chest instead of the head. That's fine. Whatever.
yeah. I hope you got him in the heart because if you
Yeah.
didn't,
God damn it, Rico. It's finish the job. Come. Keep going, Rico.
I'm so sorry, sir. I'm under a lot of pressure, sir.
Just keep going, Rico.
Light him up and he's still not dead.
Rico.
That's when Days just comes up and bam, right. He's like, thank you,
like, god damn, dude.
idiot. And then, she would have survived had he not made her stop to look behind her.
I know.
You know?
Oh,
Diz, look out! And she's like, what?
What?
Stops and turns around, then
And then
like,
also pulls that fucking thing out of her.
leave it in.
I'm
Leave
like,
it
and
in.
there goes, you just lacerated like an internal organ there, pulling that
leave
out.
it in. If you
I'm
get
like, nice
stabbed
job.
by a giant bug, leave it in till you get some
Yeah.
help.
It was severed. Just take her on the ship already.
Yeah. Yeah. Diz, what? And then
Hold her down.
Like, she could have made it, dude.
Yeah.
If you didn't distract her.
You should have just been like, run, run, run.
Yeah.
Diz,
Or maybe
look out. Totally
yeah.
don't look behind you right now.
Diz, stop what you're doing, turn around in shock. Instead of, you could have just yelled, get down.
Yeah.
Maybe she would have get down. Get down. Folks, I am referencing episodes in this season like none other.
Like I gotta hand it to him though, when she does get stabbed and picked up and he goes running up to shoot, like I'd be scared to shoot because I'm like, I don't know how accurate this is, and
Yeah.
like she's getting whipped around.
Yeah. It's like, well,
Like you're gonna
And
end
how
up shooting
come-
her too.
why didn't he, he knew what to do, but he didn't do it. He selfishly held on. He could have shot her, but
He should.
at least I got to have you. That was a really scarily good death scene. I remember being like younger going like, oh my God, is that what it's going to be like to die?
Right?
I'm fucking terrified because it's like, it's good like acting of like, that's what your last minutes of what your brain's fucking going through and you're like choking. Like, I don't know why. That's always one of those deaths ever since I was a kid. That one like really stuck with me. I was like, oh.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you're
That's-
not gonna get stabbed in the chest by like a
You don't
giant.
know.
Okay, I don't know,
What if-
but it's probably
what
not
if-
gonna be. You might get stabbed in the chest. It's not gonna be it from a
A giant bug. Okay. So if I'm dying in your arms, I'm not gonna be like, die. Let me go.
Like,
Oh.
and see, I have
Yeah.
to be cool about it. I'm gonna be like, shh,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna close your eyes.
Yeah, it's gonna be okay. I remember a version where like Cameron saw that they were back there and was looking when she said, "At least I got to have you," and was like, but maybe I just remember that differently. Because she doesn't even know he's there because other guy was like, just want to let you know your friend Rico's back there.
Still not jealous. Not jealous.
Whatever, he's
Friend
not dead.
Rico's
And like
back there.
the news of that should have hit her a lot harder. Of like,
I
oh,
know.
he's not dead. Just
And
like,
she
oh,
just-
oh, looks back slowly and.
Yeah.
And you know how cool and fucking badass Rico was? And he was willing to put that shit behind that even when you took your helmet off and he saw that it was Cameron, he's like, I don't give a shit. I got a
basically,
job
like-
to do. And I was like,
Yeah. Fuck you.
fuck yeah, Rico. Fuck that shit. Yeah, that was cool. When he's like, I don't give a shit about you, lady. We need
Yeah.
to nuke this place. I'm like, no, you can't.
You can't.
God damn it.
Because Neil Patrick Harris said no. Doogie Howser was no. You can't. We have
Doogie
to
is getting real pale and he says, no, no, no.
No. It's about the species.
Yeah, dude, we gotta learn. We gotta learn. Yeah, I send 10,000 of guys like you every day to their deaths. Well, that's
It
what we're here
sucks.
for. I like that. I was like, all right. At least that wasn't like gonna be a phase. Like, that's what we're here to do. What do you need us to do?
All right. Well, here's another scary mission for you.
Yeah. I had this thought in my mind when they're giving Diz the funeral. I was like, what does she get a funeral? I was like, oh yeah, she's the only body they like brought
Yeah,
back.
because I
was
thought
like,
that
oh,
too. I was
duh.
like, why does Diz get a funeral? Just because
Yeah.
it's because of Johnny? Like that's lame. I'm
Yeah,
like, oh
it's
wait, like they don't really bring back bodies. She
Yeah,
just
she
happened
was-
to be with them when she
Yeah,
died,
she was the only one. I was like, oh. They're like, we've never had to do a funeral before.
which gives Johnny a chance to give a little speech.
Mm-hmm. It was
You
beautiful.
know, and that's not. It wasn't bad.
No, and he's in charge now. Doogie puts him in charge, and they're gonna go find a brain bug,
Yeah.
and he gets a bunch of kids. Those actually look like kids.
Yeah, I was like, oh damn, these are.
all the main characters, like seniors in high school. I'm like, you're all like 20 to 30.
Yeah.
You look older.
The kids that they bring on later,
Those are
they look
kids.
like seniors in high
Yeah.
school. Like you kids
So-
still have like these kids still have like zits and stuff. Like they're
Yeah.
kids. Like these guys are kids. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, we're running out of people. We keep sending them to
Yeah.
their deaths. Hopefully, we find a brain bug on this. Like not
On this
It's not
mission,
even
'cause, like-
Clendathu, is it? It's like a different planet.
No, because yeah, they would like their whole strategy after that was like take out the outer lying planets around it, and then go for the major one. So like it just turned
Again,
out.
with the human power that we have, why aren't we just nuking these guys to death? Like, just like
Yeah.
fucking get rid of it. Who cares about this planet?
Yeah.
From
And
what it
like
looks like, it's like a shitty desert
they're
planet
all like,
anyway.
they're all rocky planets. So like they finally have a strategy of like, okay, let's take out the smaller ones one by one. We'll find a brain bug because apparently
With
there's
nukes, no, with
no
kids.
with kids.
Fresh
Let's
from high
send kids
school.
to go down there to throw small bullets at these giant creatures that have exoskeletons that we know are very thick because we shoot at them constantly. We'll send them in there.
Like, at this point, it just seems like the military is after just random science. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
for the hell
It's
of
like
studying.
it's all hidden underneath this whole like do it for the country. We're getting people out there. It's like no, we're just using these people so we can like use the
study
science behind
this like
Yeah.
planet and capture
Yeah.
giant scary bugs and like
Yeah.
study
We could
them.
have we could have ended this war like 2 years
Yeah.
ago, but we
And maybe
our
they know more
avarice
than
and
they're like
greed
selling. Like,
makes
yeah,
us
we're
want-
we're
yeah.
not losing really anything. There's plenty
Yeah.
of people.
yeah, we're fine.
Yeah, as you can see, we're sending children. We're just
Yeah.
fine here on Earth.
We're good. We're good.
Well, I love how when like they're dropping people. They're what's her name, or Carmen, and what's his balls. They escape on the ship.
Oh yeah, because their ship's blowing up.
Yeah.
And the poor captain gets crushed by a door.
Which she had
Abandoned ship.
plenty of
That's an-
fucking time to get out of.
Yeah.
Plenty of time
Just
to
the-
roll away from that
the,
door.
The little scoots back,
Yeah.
like
Like, you didn't even attempt.
Yeah.
Like, well, whatever. Go down with your ship, you asshole.
And my problem with that was like all the escape pods have 2 people, right?
Yeah.
So I had this idea of like Numbnuts and Cameron are going there and like a third guy runs up and it's like a 2-seater and he's like, "No, it's cool. I'll just stay here. You guys go ahead and escape. You know, just the odd man out. There's only 2 seats in that, so I guess
You
I'll
guys
just
are obviously paired up as a couple.
stay
It'd be
behind.
Dick,
you know, I'm-
dick move, I guess, of me.
Yeah, I'll just stay here, instead of getting in there with you guys. It's only
Yeah.
a 2-seater. I don't know why we made them 2-seaters, but it's fine. I'll
fine.
just find
It's fine.
someone else to ride with,
Yeah.
It's like Disneyland. You just gotta wait for a partner.
Oh, what do you know? It's last escape pod. Guess
Okay,
I'll just.
no, you guys go ahead.
No, it's fine. It's cool.
For love, even though you guys don't actually fall in love, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I just felt bad about that. Like, what if just the third guy?
Well, it's funny because I was thinking that too. I'm like, man, like, how many escape pods do they have? And then they go running into that room, and then something hits it, and a bunch of people
Yeah.
get like thrown. I'm like, well, a bunch of them are going to be not making it anyway. It looks like so.
Which was that was a really cool like small detail of like seeing the ships like falling apart. You can see like the escape pod shooting out of them, and there's like one where it like crashes and like blows up, like doesn't even like make it fully
Yeah.
out. I was like, man, that's cool. There's like a lot of like small fucking things going on in the background.
Like when they
which is really cool.
when they smack into a body on the way out.
Yeah. and then once again, Cameron's just like, oh wow, I'm so scared in this moment.
Yeah. What a scary time. She looks behind her and sees the
Yeah.
rest of the ship explode. And it
I
just
better
starts her-
land this thing. The only time we get acting from her is when she's scared and yelling. That's it. Like when she's
Oh, like
like
when
on
she's
the
like on the ground and like getting stabbed
yeah,
by that thing.
like that's the only time. And then when she's like on the walkie with Rico, it's a situation serious. Like come down here now. And then after that, just back to. And then this face while you're shooting.
Yeah. Ooh, that's loud. Ooh.
Ooh. So yeah, she calls him and he's like, "We gotta go find her." And then they hear their screams over the thing, and Rico.
Well,
being,
yeah. See, there's that. He's like, oh, well, I guess screw it then. They're dead.
you
they're
know
already
as
dead."
well as I that she's already dead. And he's like, "You're right."
You know,
But then-
I really like that, and I always thought it would be cool if they actually would have just died.
Yeah, exactly. And then they
know,
would have
like-
just found the brain bug anyway. Like we
Yeah.
didn't have to bring her back. But I guess like we have to
Well, 'cause
start
we'll
the
always
movie
be
with the 3
friends.
friends and then end it with the 3 friends.
Yeah.
But you didn't have to. You could have
Yeah.
killed her off. We'd have been just fine with it. But then they proceed with the mission. And then Rico has a weird feeling. Like, I'm going to go down this tube tunnel.
Yeah, I'm gonna go save Carmen. Wait, you just said that she was dead. Yeah, she's not.
Something's
though,
telling
so-
me she's not. And you're like, in that moment, you're like, whoa, does he have a psychic ability? is he feeling something? Then it's like, no, we're gonna throw a real quick line in at the end. It was
Yeah.
it was Doogie sent him that
Yeah.
little beep, 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 beep,
Yeah, he was.
which means he fucking knew where the brain bug was. If he had the idea of where Cameron was and sent it telepathically to Rico, he already knew where the brain bug was.
Yeah.
Why didn't he just go get it? Or maybe they were on their way. I don't know. But he's like, I don't know, whatever.
Well, yeah, because I mean, I guess the whole crash was kind of unforeseen. They didn't know
That's
that that their ship was going to get ripped apart, and they would
Yeah.
happen to end up pretty close to them when they escaped.
Yeah, luckily. But yeah, then we get introduced to the big brain sack of
Well, it's funny
gooiness.
the little bugs, they come out and like check them out really quick,
Yeah,
and then they run
look at-
away, and then they grab the other bug
Yeah,
and bring him
which is
out.
great because it's got like little claw legs, but it can't use it because it's like so fucking
It can like
fat, but,
lift itself up, and that's pretty
yeah,
much it.
or like when it's like later on being dragged out, it's just like trying to stop itself, but it's got the gross like pulsating like interstellar travel thing from David Lynch's Dune thing, you know, the weird mouth. Like that's what it looked like to me. Someday, someone like me is gonna come and fucking annihilate you or whatever. I don't remember what I said because I'm some fucking dumb throwaway character nobody cares about.
It took forever to die.
Yeah, for like getting your brain head pierced, you're still like, oh, like instantly when that would have been in your skull, you've been like dead. But you know,
Yeah,
we gotta
it
get
would have
cool
severed
reactions.
like everything. Just
Yeah, no, I gotta hear that straw sound.
if I was her though at that point too, I'd probably be like, oh fuck, oh god, that thing is so gross. I don't want that in my
Yeah.
head. Oh my god, I'm gonna die from this. Holy shit. Oh my
And why
God.
didn't he use the knife?
'Cause
Why
he
did he
handed it
give
to
it to
her?
her? But
I
like,
don't know.
why? He should have kept it.
Here, you take
And
this.
why
thing.
were the bugs dumb enough to be like, all right, we'll hold guard while you suck the brains out of this dope, but when it comes to her, we'll back off. It's no big deal. She's just one little human being, and then she cuts it, and like, why did they let her go? They held him down the whole time. Why did they were like,
Because they,
all right.
they had to like when they had to protect the bug because they were like, oh shit, like she just stabbed the brain. We got to protect that.
Yeah,
thing.
but they just like let her because they just like unhooked her when the brain bug's coming over, and it's like, he's got it.
Well, yeah,
Instead
they
of
just
standing
they threw
guard.
her.
Yeah, it's like they shouldn't have done that. They should have just kept her
Held her down,
It's
like,
her
with
fault.
the-
It's their fault.
Yeah,
Cuts the gross tube and it starts coughing up goo everywhere.
I know. I was just waiting for like brain matter to start flying out of it too. Just like, oh come
Like, all
on.
over her face,
Yeah.
just like ugh. I just like the ability that to drink a brain and put it in your giant gooey body gives you the intelligence and thoughts of that brain. That's cool to me. I don't
Yeah.
know why. Like it's like, oh, we eat your brains and we know everything. I was like, okay, that checks. That tracks. I can make sense of that.
Well, it's
Yeah.
a cool sci-fi like.
Yeah, it's a planet of bugs. Of course, it's gonna be
Seriously.
like a cool storyline of like it can suck your brains and know what you're thinking. Like,
I think maybe that's what makes it like sort of like fun and makes it more on like the real side. Because like there
Yeah.
could be totally a planet of fucking bugs.
yeah,
You know, as far as them like being intelligent enough to like send spores at us.
yeah.
But they weren't just sending it at us. I think it just kind of because
They
it
ended
said
up hitting
just sending
us.
spores into space.
Yeah, so and they hit the wrong fucking planet, bro.
Yeah.
Then it turns out they catch it,
Well,
and
Zim catches it somehow,
Zim
which
catches
I
it,
didn't
yeah.
understand because it's just like all. Well, they saw it first, so
well, they gave the order of like bugs moving out the southwest
Oh, yeah, that's
corridor
right.
or whatever. So like they at least tell him the directions. He's the one that like actually captures it, so he gets all the credit. But it's cool because we like Clancy Brown.
Mm-hmm.
He demoted himself to private just to be here.
yeah, because
Because that's what Dean Norris told him. He's like, the only way you're gonna see action is if you go to private.
he's like,
and he did.
Fuck it.
I'm gonna go save the fucking day. This
Yeah.
is not gonna be a day they remember when it's turned. It's gonna be a day they know that a guy who was a drill sergeant captured a brain bug. You know,
I'm like,
I
really?
didn't
though?
understand that
Will
whole
they?
speech that Doogie was saying.
I
was
know. I'm like, what are you
"What?"
talking about, man? Like,
I just really wanted to be there, like after he finished saying that, and just be like, "What?" I wanted that to be Rico's reaction of just like,
You're like, huh?
"Huh? Like none
What?
of that
I
made
don't.
sense. Everyone's gonna remember this. What the fuck are you talking
Yeah,
about,
like this
dude?
will literally go in like Earth's history. Like
Yeah,
especially if it's like a big significant part of this war.
yeah. It's the
Like
turn of the war.
you're fucking
You're
psychic. What
losing
the hell is
light,
going
dude.
on
Like you're
here,
getting
dude?
really pale. You're losing a lot of. You need a lot of vitamin D for
You
that
need to
brain,
come
brother.
outside. You need to come outside.
It's afraid.
It's afraid. Yeah, it's fucking scared. Woo!
Surprised they weren't up there just like slapping it and it's
Yeah,
like
yeah. Well, they're all shooting guns in the air, so they might as well just be up punching that thing. It's afraid. Fuck you. You're
let's go
afraid.
punch the brain.
Yeah, come on.
They should have. I wouldn't have had any problem with it.
Yeah.
Like the thing is sending meteors to Earth.
Yeah. And there's multiples too. So how many
Yeah.
brain bugs per Let's start this again. How many brain bugs per planet? Why was that so hard for me to say? Are there?
That's what I was
Because
wondering.
they're saying there's multiple bugs, so they're they
So
caught
is it
one.
like a hive mind to each
Or are they
planet,
just
like
like
where they get one, or do they have like, or is it spread out and there's a few?
I'm wondering if it's just like their version of scientists,
Like they're
like
just
are
brain
the
bugs.
yeah, they're just brain bugs that kind of like communicate and talk to the bugs on that planet, or maybe they can speak telepathically to other brain bugs. But I think like in the end, it's just like they're versions of us. So it's like brain bugs are just their scientists and leaders of like this is how we can kick their ass.
Yeah,
Would you like to know more?
in like a somewhat primitive way, I guess, but like not
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah, it's weird. It's science fiction. I love
Yeah.
it. It's great.
You're the one that told me about Cameron, weren't you? That's a military secret. That's classified.
Wink. That's classified. I did.
I did. I was the one that did that. Um, it's actually not classified because
whenever-
they don't know I did that. So
Whenever that's like in a movie, when that's classified, and it's always like that, like
you can
I
just
was
say,
like,
yeah,
yeah,
it
but
was.
yeah, I did it.
I did it. I was the one that did it.
Yeah.
I magically, telepathically sent you this signal thousands of miles away, being like, "That's."
But then also can show up here like right as you catch
Yeah.
the brain bug,
Or was he just in orbit? Like, there she is. okay.
waiting. That's
Yeah.
what I assumed. Like he was already there,
Yeah.
like to kind of oversee the mission and stuff.
Yeah, but far enough back not to get hit by plasma. Plasma.
Yeah.
And to
Plasma.
get-
Even though like
to
at
get
that
blown
point
up.
they should have fucking known.
This is the
Because they're still
second
sending
time.
like a big group of like ships all in like a small
Cluster.
area. Yeah.
Yeah, and they know the bug's capabilities, but then once again, them being dumb fucking idiots, humans are like, there's no way that they're gonna shoot blue plasma at again, right? And then
Again?
Oh, fuck. Maybe we shouldn't have clustered.
Yeah. It's like spread out a bit, or don't get so damn close.
It is a good thing to like, social commentary of like, bugs are not as dumb as like, the enemy's not as dumb as you think, You're as dumb as bugs. You're dumber
But that
than
like
bugs.
that's the lame thing about humans is like of course we'd have to do that. Like it's just bugs.
Everyone's
know?
doing their part while little kids are crushing cockroaches at home,
Yeah, it's just bugs. Of course we
It's
can take
just
them
bugs.
out. No big deal.
Nope. It's
No
never
big
just
deal.
bugs. And then new propaganda, and you can join and be a commander like wooden dumb Cameron, or a creepy scientist like Doogie, or you can just be a cool person like Rico. You
Yeah.
want to live forever?
Yeah, you apes. Come on, you apes.
You want to live forever? You want to be like that song from the movie Highlander, sung by Freddie Mercury? I don't think so. Folks, are you enjoying this? Do you like nerdy things? Well, guess what? There's a place you can go. Would you like to know more? And then you hit yes.
The answer is
and
yes.
Then, yes, you do.
And the answer is yes. And the place you'll be going for that is projectnerd.com. That's project-nerd.com. It's where you're going to find all of that nerdy stuff that you're really, really into. Not just us, but like all kinds of other stuff.
So go check it out. Project-nerd.com. That's it. You know more now.
Yeah. What will I rate this movie that I've been praising the entire episode?
A movie that we've watched since we were, younger gentlemen.
A movie that I, while watching, was quoting along. God, this movie like plays on a loop. It's one of those movies that plays in my head on a loop.
Yeah.
My rating is. I'm gonna give it a 10. Johnny Rico's out of 10.
Nice,
Because
beautiful.
this movie is friggin' awesome. I quote it all the time. I can't. I watched it and watched it over and over as a kid. I don't know why this was one of those movies that I was just like, oh my god, like it's.
Yeah, it just stuck. You know, just stuck with me.
And like I guess it's supposed to be like a dystopian future, but like the way I'll look at it is like, well, if finally the human race is coming together for some
Hmm.
reason, you know. I mean, yeah, there's that weird propaganda of making you want to be the military, like join the military, and that weird what I didn't realize until talking with you, like that undertone of like maybe they're just studying these bugs and they know all along that these people are just gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, great movie.
Once I mean, you took the words right out of my mouth. Fantastic fucking movie. It really is one of those movies that when I was younger I was just like, yes, this is it. This is going to be in my brain for the end of time. I'll forget all other details about my life except for Terminator 2, Jurassic Park, Sin City, and Starship Troopers, you know? But yeah, 10 Ricos out of 10, you know? I don't want to live forever, but I want Starship Troopers to live forever in time. So that's my rating, sticking to it. Watch Starship Troopers, folks. It's pretty fucking good.
Yeah,
And
and it's not a guilty pleasure. And if it don't,
Iggy, don't let anybody tell you otherwise. If people think this is a bad movie and they're giving you shit for it, they're dumb. You need
then
to drop those people like two hot rocks.
send them to this episode is what you do.
Send them our way. We'll set them straight. Because once again, do not listen to any other critics but us. 10 out of 10 Ricos. Not a guilty pleasure. Iggy, this is a great movie. Thank you for the pick.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, check out Starship Troopers. It's fucking dope. For Two Guys, One Film, I'm Dylan.
And I'm Dane.
And we'll see you next week if you'd like to know more. I hope they want to know more.
They do.
We've
I
got
can tell.
we got more episodes. I just get that vibe. Neil Patrick Harris is sending me information that you want to know more.
I don't know
and you
how
wanna
I know.
You want to keep watching our show.
I don't know how I know that they're gonna do it. I just do. Thanks, Neil.
Oh,
Thanks,
Doogie's
Dookie.
in my head. Oh.